Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Daily Show here on the Greymane Gaming channel. It is a Monday morning, or as we like to call it around these parts, Jedi Mind Trick Friday. So, okay, we gotta do it. Hello there. Today is Friday. That's right, Jedi Mind Trick Friday is today, or, Monday. Oh, it's Monday already. I hope that wherever you're at, whatever you're doing this Monday morning, it is magical for you. We are up, we are awake, we are ready to take on the week. And we've gotten past, what do they call that now? They call it Sunday Scaries. That whole thing. Now, people have coined a term for the day before the work or the school week starts. It's called Sunday Scaries. And I was reading about something about someone said the way that you could combat Sunday Scaries is to change your mindset. Now, your old pal Gray, we started this a long time ago, changing the mindset from Monday to Friday, Jedi Mind Trick Friday, right? So we were already conquering the Sunday Scaries long before they, had this idea of changing your mindset. Of course, you change your mindset. You make it something to do that's fun, and you go out and enjoy your start of your week. Yeah, I mean, listen, anytime that you're waking up and you're healthy and, you have the chance to take on a day, you should be grateful, right? There's a lot of people that are suffering, that are hurting, that they aren't able to do the things that they want to do. So I'm grateful if I can walk out my door, go out and mow the lawn and whatever I want to do. I'm grateful for that day, no matter if it's a Monday or if it's a Sunday. It doesn't matter to me. We have time. We have experiences that we can do every day, and I'm grateful for that part of life. I was thinking about this. I was out. I went to my old neighborhood. I've been feeling really nostalgic lately, and there's no gaming news today, so we're going to talk. We're going to have a little, how I like to chat. So we're going to talk about that today, my experience this weekend, because I wasn't here yesterday, and I decided to go to the neighborhood that I grew up in. And to fully comprehend what I'm talking about here, you have to kind of picture this in your mind. I lived on this street. I would call it very like Mayberry-like, if you want to put like any kind of picture to it. Sorry, I had to cough. Yeah, it was kind of like Mayberry, but it was a little, if you ever watch those movies like, what's the one with the sisters, Hocus Pocus 2 or whatever, and they have those like New England towns. It's very much like that. And I lived within 1 mile of my grandparents. I'd have to walk down to my grandparents, cross 2 intersections, and then my grandparents' house would be, in that area. So I was always walking down to my grandparents all the time, especially on Fridays, because I would go and stay with them on weekends. Because, I wanted something to do, right? I spent all week at home, and I was a young kid, 8, 9, 10, 12 years old. But I decided to return to this neighborhood, and I haven't really been there in a long, long, long time. And I could just feel the ghosts of my past there, kind of running around. All the memories. I mean, between the house that I lived at and my grandparents' house was this little country store. And I'd go in there as a kid, had my blue jeans on with the ripped knees and the t-shirt in the summertime, and I'd go there and I would buy candy if I got an allowance. I would buy candy and soda and stuff, and comic books if they had them. Every now and again they did. And I'd walk down to my grandparents' house with my candy and my comics and hang out with my grandparents for the weekend. And it was just amazing. And so I got out of the car yesterday and I just, in key points at this store, we went in and I got some water and that thing just popped right in front of me. You little dirty. I went in and grabbed some snacks and some water, and it just hit me, It's like this store has been here since I was a kid, and the ghost of me just, was walking around as a kid, and it was running through my mind. And I went down to my grandparents' house, and I thought I was gonna kind of pull up and, enter their yard because now it has new owners. This is like this old farmhouse, colonial style, kind of farmhouse. And it has a huge barn, and it's an older house. And I'm not sure if I told this story before. I'm going to tell it again, though. But just like the ghosts of my uncles and stuff, were hanging around there. And I was like recalling this one time when I was there with my grandparents and my Uncle James and my Uncle Phil. Were there, and we were having a party or something, and we had to go to bed. My two cousins, and I had to go to bed. So they put us in this great big king-size bed upstairs, and the house was really old. I mean, it was like created in like the mid-1800s or something. And my uncles used to tell a story, or at least on this one particular night, told a story of this Civil War doctor that used to live in the house before my grandparents got it. And he performed all kinds of, like amputations, where he cut off legs and hands and stuff, and he'd bury them out in the backyard, out in the field. So there's this great big field in the backyard, and my uncles were telling us that that's where he would bury the arms and the legs and stuff out there. And if you listen carefully, they said sometimes he would come in, or all these arms would come in, and they would rattle the dishes at night. And that, at the time as a kid, you don't know that they're setting up a joke. So we were like, really? So then they set us off to bed in this great big king-size bed, my cousins and I, and we were there and just kind of scared already. And then all of a sudden, it got 5-10 minutes into us being up there, and we heard the dishes start clanging together. And of course it was my uncles that were banging these dishes together downstairs, trying to scare the heck out of us, and they did. I was calling my mom saying, come get me, I don't want to stay at Grandma and Grandpa's tonight, please come get me. I was scared to death. Oh, it was classic. It was beautiful. I mean, my uncles are great. They still are. They're still great. They don't play those jokes anymore, though, but because my grandparents aren't alive and the house has been sold. But I just kind of, wanted to walk in the house, and I felt it was kind of intrusive for the people who live there for me to just show up on their doorstep and say, hey, can I look in? I grew up here, that kind of thing. So I didn't do that, but I certainly looked at the house and just kind of was very, very like in the mood to remember those things. And it's funny how fast time goes, how fast time flies, and everything is the same there. The trees are all the same. When you get out of the car, it all sounds the same. All the birds sound the same. Nothing has changed except for you, right? And that's the hard thing about life, is that everything goes on without you, right? And the house looks a little older. Could have used a paint job, that kind of thing. And then I went up to the house where I was, where I lived with my sister and my mom before my mom got remarried to my stepfather. And great times there, with my mom, and it was just a great time. And I miss those times. I miss all that. It's gone, but the house is still there. And so I was reminiscing all day yesterday about that. So that was my day on Sunday, but it was quite fun. So then I came home to my own home, and I sat here and I was like, oh, we've been through so much and had so many great experiences and so many good memories and laughs and tears, of course. But it's amazing how quickly it all goes by. So that is my nostalgic reminiscing for this year, I think. There's a time when I brought my kids to my grandparents' house when they were really young. I decided we were going to go to my grandparents' house on Halloween so we could trick or treat. So it was okay to go and have a look at my grandparents' house because we were just like trick or treating, and we did do that. And the house just seemed a lot smaller. I mean, like my grandparents had this enclosed porch where you would walk in, and then you walk to the end of it, and the front door was actually at the end of it. And it always like smelled of apples because they used to keep like a bag of apples out there because it was cold, so it kept the apples cold, and it always smelled of apples. And even then, even though when I went back there on Halloween, there was no apples there, but I could still kind of smell it in my memory, and but it seemed a lot smaller because, of course, I was a lot bigger. It was just great. It was wonderful, but that was a while ago too. So all this nostalgia. Anyway, let's get to the comments today when the trivia question. And the trivia question for tomorrow, we're going to do that as well. Let's see, what have we got here for today? The question was, the Emperor's mentor, his master, was a Darth that could create life from midi-chlorians and therefore possibly conquer death.
Ariel sing?
What was his name? And his name was Darth Plagueis. Darth Plagueis was his name. And today's trivia question is, Jedis have their own unique colored lightsabers. Okay, Yoda had green. I think Luke Skywalker had green. So, I guess they could be. And, of course, Darth Vader had red. Darth Maul had red. What color was Mace Windu's lightsaber? What color was his unique lightsaber of Mace Windu? That is the question for tomorrow. All right. What else can we talk about today? Another horse has passed away due to racing on. There was a horse race yesterday, and it had harmed its ankle and had to be destroyed because of racing. So, not good at all. I don't know when these things are ever going to be like regulated more, because these animals are just put to the test for our entertainment, and they don't want to be racing. They don't want to be on these race courses racing each other. They want to be out in the wild, out in the field, out wherever they want to be, enjoying life, not being put through these races because humans need a little bit of entertainment to watch horses run in a circle, right? That's the entertainment. I'll never get it. I'll never understand it, but hopefully we can, at some point, end it. It's kind of like the running of the bulls. Yeah, that's another, just to me, stupid event where they set these bulls free and they chase people and people get hurt, and then they complain that they got hurt. Well, yeah, you're running in front of bulls. Don't complain if you die. Don't complain if you get gored by a bull. And that happens. And then oh man, I can't believe that happened to me. Oh, you're running in front of a pack of bulls, a herd of bulls. What do you expect is going to happen, That's another thing. Like, that is cruel and barbaric is the bull, the one where they do the matador and stuff out in Spain. Oh, another thing that needs to go. This kind of cruelty needs to go. It's just horrible. These horrible things. So yeah, I mean, we shouldn't be treating animals like this at all. Rooster fighting, cockfighting, that kind of thing is still running rampant in the southern United States. Why? Dog fighting? Why? Terrible what we do to animals. So, let's get to the trivia. It's Monday. I'm not gonna get on my soapbox too much today. You guys know I just ramble on if I did. All right, so Darth Plagueis is what we're looking for the trivia answer today. We have our first comment from Animal Lover. Hello, Animal Lover. Animal Lover says on the how to approach and feed a raccoon video, Animal Lover says, you're so good at this. How do you do it without swearing? Really good editing. Actually, when I do the Daily Show, it's off the cuff. You probably can tell because, there's no script to it. I do it from the heart. I do it off the cuff because I want to be real with the people that I'm talking to. I want to be real. I don't want to read from a script like other people do or, playing out anything. I talk straight from my mind, from my brain, from my heart when I'm on the Daily Show. So you're getting the real thing when you're talking to me. It's just, these are the things that are popping in my head as I speak to you. But other times when I could swear, yeah, there's a few times on the Daily Show where I've said, I can't say what I want to say.
Good to see you.
So I have caught myself and censored myself. But there are times when, I do kind of curse every now and again in real life sometimes. But I try not to. I think that cursing is just, I don't do a lot of it. Let's just say that. But I do sometimes. So yeah, but I appreciate the comment, Animal Lover. Thank you so much. Holly Larson says, Plagueis was Palpatine's mentor. That's correct. That's true. So you've got the first answer. Brenda McBride says, have a great rest. Oh, I had a good Sunday. It was great. It was a nice Sunday. Spent it with family, and then I went and I visited my old neighborhood, and it's just nice. It's nice to get away from the internet. Even though I did a Zelda video, it was already pre-done. I was just had it set on timer while I was away. And I have like a lot of Zelda videos. I'm just in the process of editing them as they go. I know I'm behind with all the other whatever. People already have the game beat, but this isn't about exactly the game. It's about the conversations that we have. It's about, what kind of separates me from anyone else that you could watch? I don't know. I asked myself this when I was out at my grandparents' house, where I'm like, I promised my grandparents, and, I talk to them every now and again, and I'm like, is this what you wanted me to be? Am I making a difference with anyone on, doing this job on YouTube? Am I making a difference? Am I making you proud to my grandparents? And I've asked myself that. I certainly asked myself that yesterday, and I thought about you guys while I was there and about how my life has kind of brought me to this point. We think about that when we reminisce, and we hope that we're doing the right thing. We hope that we're doing right by people, and I hope I am. I hope I'm making a difference with the people who come here to listen to me every day and understand where I'm coming from with the animal cruelty and the animal shelters. And I get a little brash on social media, I can, because it just upsets me so. And I believe the people that run these shelters are murderers and stuff. And, sometimes I don't like the way that, it happens where they get sneaky and kill these animals. But, so I do. I ask that of myself, am I making a difference? Does it matter that I'm here on this YouTube channel, and I really hope that it is, that I have this place here to come just about every morning of the week and chat with, with all of you, and hope that you take something away from it. That's my goal for this channel. So, Brenda McBride says, "Happy Sunday." Thank you so much. Happy Monday now, Brenda, or happy Jedi Mind Trick Friday. Emperor Palpatine's mentor is Plagueis. Yes. I doubt the Texas legislature cares about people, let alone animals. Yeah, politics, blech. Politics, blech. You know what? That's why it takes people like us to light a fire under their buns, because they can easily be voted out, and that's the thing. Brenda McBride says, just to make you feel better, there are some freshwater sharks, generally small, though. Yeah, I have read that, and it's scary. But I don't worry about that because I don't go in the water anymore. Not in the lakes, not in the oceans. I'll get in the shower, but that's it. That's the extent of it. Kristy Crow says Plagueis, yes. DakotaTwilight says Palpatine, also known as Darth Sidious, kills his mentor Darth Plagueis, yes. Kristy Crow says, when I asked her what happened to the dogs the other day that she saw in the park, Kristy Crow says the ASPCA came out and picked them up. The pups are very sweet. If I could, I would pick them up. Aw, that's nice. Kristy Crow says, oh God, no, not Jabba the Hutt. No. Oh yeah, I said, don't name your kid Jabba if you're going to name it after a Star Wars character. If you're going to name your child after a Star Wars character. Good morning, gamers, or time of day, says Neojet. For trivia, it's Plagueis, which is a name I find hilariously funny considering what he can do. Yeah, he can create life. Life, if you think about it, Neojet, if you think about it, life can be considered a plague if you're looking at it from the side of, of the animal species that we harm on here. They can consider us a plague. Seriously. So that's how, can you just for a moment think about how every other species sees humans on this planet, what we do to them. We entrap them, we eat them. There's this art series I have, and I forgot, I think I have it on one of my profiles somewhere, not here, but like my gamer profile somewhere. And it shows this artist who reverses the roles of animals and humans. So, they've got like these deers with, who have these rifles with a human strapped to the front of their truck, right? And they have where a rhino has removed someone's nose, that kind of thing. This artist depicts them, in the roles that we place. Of course, they have like the female humans who provide milk for the cows. It's just all role reversal, and it's kind of a cool set of pictures, and it just puts you in that frame of mind. Is like, this is how animals see us. At least some of us. And it's terrible. It's terrible what we do to these creatures. It is very, very harmful, and very cruel and very violent. The things that we do. And if you ever watched the documentary that I was talking about a couple weeks ago, Earthlings, that documentary really points out the things that happen on this planet, the things that we do. And I've never met anyone that could make it through that documentary without at least crying. Most people can't even make it through the entire show. It's narrated by Joaquin Phoenix. It came out like 10 years ago or so. But I've never met a person who hasn't had some kind of emotional response to it. And very much I have met, every time that I've presented it to my friends, and I just presented it to one of them a couple weeks ago, and she could not make it through the entire thing. Most people that I've shown it to have not made it through the entire show. I did, and it was life changing for me. But yeah, so it's called Earthlings, hosted by or narrated by Joaquin Phoenix. And I say, don't watch it if you have a really weak stomach, because it is something. I mean, you can watch it the whole thing on YouTube. They have it on there, but I would just caution anyone that's going to watch that. It's very, very graphic. So, let's see. Neojet for trivia. It's Plagueis, and I find what he can do. Have a magical day. Thank you, Neojet. Pink Rose says, speaking of oceans, did you hear about the giant? Or no, did you hear about the shark ghost? It vanished into thin air. All right, there you go. You got your dad joke in, Pink Rose. Nicely done. Thank you so much. Oh my God, Kristy Crow says, mean sisters. I did not learn to swim until I was 12. I did almost drown as a child, and I was afraid of swimming. Now I body surf in 15-foot waves with sharks. LOL. No, you would never get me out to do that. Oh, you willingly go out and swim with sharks. Oh no, not happening. Red K says Saturday mornings were for cartoons. Then in high school it was still cartoons, but also live action shows like Lizzie McGuire, That's So Raven, Saved by the Bell, and the Brady Bunch reruns, because I wasn't born when the Brady Bunch was on the air, and I doubt 3-year-old me would have cared for Saved by the Bell. Fridays I was home watching TV. I had to watch my shows like Buffy, Charmed, Seventh Heaven, Smallville, used to hop nights. I also don't remember if Sabrina the Teenage Witch came on at night. My schedule was busy. I'm looking all this up because some came on after high school and I get my dates mixed up. Like I was obsessed with Ben 10, but that was after I had already graduated high school. And edit, I forgot to add my mom was the only one who was usually asleep on Saturday mornings. I was the one awake. Oh, okay. Right on, Red K. I hope he didn't wake her up. Maybe she worked hard all week and slept in on the only day she could sleep in. I've known people who do that. Very cool. Red K says, I never watched Rocky, so my go-to was always to sing Rocky Loves Emily from the first 3 Ninjas movies. All right. Yes. Red K says, you read fan fiction. No, not really. I don't read a lot of fan fiction. All during high school, I read Smallville fanfics that I used to take home with me on floppy disks so I can continue reading at home. We had internet at home, but it was terrible because people needed the phone and it was slow. Not worth it. Actually, I still read Smallville fanfics because they are new people discovering Smallville, right? And What If Lex Was Good series is what I'm currently reading. Okay, that sounds like a pretty good series. What If Lex Was Good? I have read fanfics about other shows, but in high school it was all Smallville. Smallville was a great show. No doubt that was a great show. Red K says Simba might need glasses because he was looking at your outfit, and it was the same outfit. I saw what you posted on Twitter, and I thank you for posting that. That was very interesting. Thank you so much. Christine, talking about I can't find the fourth piece. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm not sure what you're referring to, but I have an idea. Graphic Girl says, thank you for talking in your videos. Whoa, thank you for listening. She is commenting on how to make mushroom pizza. Thank you for talking in your videos. Oh, you know what? Some people probably wouldn't agree with you. They would say, thank you for not talking in your videos, Gray, but I'm going to keep on talking, Gravity Girl, so thank you so much. I appreciate the comment. Angela Davis says, good morning. I know I am late in posting this, but for trivia, I believe it was Darth Plagueis. I hope you have a magical day. You're correct. It was Darth Plagueis. Rise. I can only do that in the morning, that voice, because my voice is really growly. Rise. You know? Happy Mind Trick Friday, Graving. Well, thank you, Brenda McBride. I was hoping his Ultra Hand. Oh, you're talking about, did I spell? Yeah. Tears of the Kingdom, the Shrine, and the closed, what is this? The closed, I did this, or I made this video like a few days ago, so I don't even remember. Oh, this is the Temple of Time. Completing the Temple of Time in the Nakiwa, or not, I don't even know how to pronounce that shrine. Nachoya shrine. Says, I was hoping his Ultra Hand would lighten with each blessing, signifying cleansing of evil. That would be cool. And I got your keyword, so there you go. Pink Rose is also commenting on that same video saying, she didn't steal your sword. Oh, she stole it. She took it from me. She took it. You are a funny guy. Link, find me. Link. That's kind of like Navi, right? Hey. And then she's like, Link, find me. Find me. It's been forever. Well, I know what. How many times is she going to get lost? We spent how many games chasing her? She's always getting taken, right? She's always getting taken. You'd think someone would put a guard on her or something, because in every game we end up having to go chase after Zelda. You know, Link, find. You know, in the Ocarina of Time, Link, find me. And A Link to the Past, Link, find me. In Majora's Mask, Link, find me. It's all the same. It's all the same. Thank you for giving us some laughs at dinner time, says Pink Rose. Well, thank you for watching. That's all the comments, questions, opinions, critiques for today. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Oh, man, you know what? I love the Zelda games. And I was thinking about that as I was editing these videos. I was having fun. You know, you don't really notice you're having fun because you're so enthralled with the game itself that you're just like, you're losing track of time. And it's one of those games where time just, you know, it's an hour, it's 2 hours. Oh, wow, it's been 4 hours I've been playing this game. Actually, I was playing it in that video that I did yesterday, and my controller was dying. But it's one of those games where, yeah, it's okay. We may have been and seen this landscape before, but I'm having a good time because I'm playing Zelda again. All right. People are saying, oh, yeah, it's a knockoff and this and that and this and that. Yeah, okay, I get that. And it's only like DLC. Yes, it's only DLC worthy or expansion. Okay, but I'm still playing Zelda, which I thoroughly enjoy. So I'm having fun. I mean, I'm having fun with it. Am I saying it's better than Breath of the Wild, or no, not saying that. Is it better than Majora's Mask? I am not saying that. Majora's Mask is my favorite game out of all the Zelda games. So, but I am saying it is a fun game, and I am really, really knocking it out of the park with it. So we will be continuing that until it's beat. So let's head up to the store and check out what Scrooges got today. All right, up here it's going to be a mess because I have not been up here in a little bit, in a hot minute. If I can get it on the circle. Oh, look at this. We got one right here as I walk in. We got two. All right, we'll clean these up later. I don't like messes. I don't like a mess. I don't like a mess. All right, but we're going to skip it for now. All right, so oh, look at this. You guys are just nasty. Nasty. All right. I was reading this article earlier today, and it was posted like yesterday, and it says player finds a glitch in Dreamlight Valley that when they're on the beach or somewhere, there's a crescent moon, and when they go to Frosted Heights, there's a full moon. I noticed that like two weeks ago on one of the videos. In fact, Neojet commented on it that she changed my moon. You know, and now, I'm like, that they didn't find that. I might not have found it either, but I definitely did it a long time ago. Player finds it. Anyway, let's go. $40,000 showcase window. Blue mice sewn pearl strung gown for Cinderella. 40,000 coins. That's a lot of cannolis. Did I say that right?
Bye-bye.
No. That's a lot of cannolis. You gotta say it kind of like in a, and you always have to like raise your hand because that's what us Italians do. We talk with our hands. As I'm talking to you guys, my hand is going a mile a minute. 3,000 for the black sweetheart strapless gown.
Thank you kindly. Mark me words, a villain and their riches are soon parted.
That's true. 750 for the blue footy socks.
Bye-bye.
1425 for the red turn the page earrings from Beauty and the Beast. Turn the page. That's a song from Bob Seger. It's about, again, all this time passing, and it goes by. It just goes by so quickly.
Bye-bye now. Good day.
Yellow wide-brimmed fedora. I don't think we've ever seen that before. I'm going to buy that.
Woo!
I could use a fedora. Look a little like Indiana Jones.
Almost as bright as my money.
14,000 for the orange visor glasses from Wall-E. They're saying the new Indiana Jones movie is really not very good, so I'm sorry, Harrison Ford. I love you, but you know what? Those movies are tired. They're tired. 900 and I think that was 75 for red sweats.
Oh.
They got to stop trying to milk the same cow over and over again with these movies. I mean, Indiana Jones, they should have just left it alone. 12,000 for the blue eco suit. But, that's what Disney does. They like to run these things into the ground. 1,500 for the elemental purple hoodie from Frozen. I don't know why I just bought that, but I did.
Goodbye now. Toodaloo.
I hit the wrong button. 1,200 for the white marble wardrobe.
Thank you kindly.
3680 for the hot plate from Ratatouille. Well, if I got that, I think I'm going to buy it, just to make sure I have it. We got the cool nightlight, 2040 for the Lion Cub nightlight from the Lion King. Probably one of the cutest little things in the game. 1,800 for the Starry Stool from Toy Story.
Bye-bye.
For Indiana, and I like Indiana Jones, but they just keep running these into the ground. Like, we don't need another Indiana Jones movie. 900 for Book Pile. I want to remember Harrison Ford as he was in, like,
Thank you kindly.
the one where Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. 306. Mickey Mouse's rounded photo frame. You remember Harrison Ford in that, where he's like in that, like, above the fire pit, and he's got that, like, that strap across his chest, and he's bare-chested, he's young, he's sweaty, and he's like he's tough, and he's just, no, I don't want to see him do that in his 80s. I love Harrison Ford, but I mean, there's a time and a place for every hero.
Hello.
Large, lavish coral pink costume. Of course, everyone, people are going to say, well, that's just progression. That's aging. That's showing the end of his story. I get that, but they don't ever end it. I thought the end of his story was the last movie. 540 for the large navy blue elk house. They say this is the last one. If Harrison Ford is around in a few years,
Bye-bye now.
knock on wood, I hope he is. They'll make another one if they can make any money at it. 4,000 for the Sunset Parasol and Green Towel. But, you know, I'll always love Indiana Jones. I just don't want to see them just... I don't want them to cheapen it, you know? 6,000 for the Love Seat from Beauty and the Beast. It is just like a great series, and I don't want to see them just... You know, just kind of like cheapen it just to make money, just to make a buck. That's it for Scrooge's daily inventory. Let's go outside and end the shoe. As what's his name? What was that guy's name? The guy that used to do the it's a really big shoe. I can't remember his name now. Ed Sullivan. I saw him last night on MeTV, the reruns. We've got a really big shoe for you today. All right, everyone. I hope you all have a fantastic Jedi Mind Trick Friday. Get out there. Do what you got to do. Have some fun. Make it a fun day, no matter what you're doing. I know work's terrible and whatever, but make it fun. Make it interesting, and you'll never work a day in your life. You know, you all have that special magic inside of you. Get out there. Spread it to your friends, your family, your pets. Everyone in your community, make them smile, make them laugh, bring some joy, and that, my friends, is how, of course, we change the world, even on Jedi Mind Trick Friday. I will see you all. Please, don't forget to go and share my Facebook post and my Twitter post. Please, this is how we save animals. There's a huge influx right now of animals. I don't know what's going on, but it seems like they add 10 or 15 every day in these places that I go to, and who knows around the rest of the country. If you can share any of your local animal shelters that need help, please do that, and share my Twitter and my Facebook posts so that we can find rescuers and adopters for these wonderful animals. And please don't forget about your local animal shelter too, because they need your help in your community right now. So all right, I will see you all tomorrow morning on The Daily Show. I'll be putting up some more Legend of Zelda videos and maybe a Jedi Survivor today if I got the time. All right, everyone, take care, and I will see you all then.